Chapter 3, Mid-Chapter Quiz Review. So as we go through today, write down, you'll have your copy. Please make sure that you're going through on it as well as we go through the video. So here they want you to graph the set of integers, -1, 3, and 0. So if you start at 0, and I go back to -1, I'm going to make a point here. The next number is 3, so I start at 0 and I count 3. 1, 2, 3, forward. There's +3. And then 0 is right here in the middle. It's not neither positive or negative. All my negative numbers are to the left. All my positive numbers are to the right. The next set, graph the set of integers 4, -2, and -5. So 4 is positive, so I count 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 4. -2, my negatives go to the left, so I count backwards 2. 1, 2. There's -2. And the next one's -5. So again, it's negative to the left. I count 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write an integer as a situation. So this one here is where we have to use some words. So it says a loss of 17 yards. So as I look through that, a loss tells me that that's a negative thing. Quarterback lost 17 yards on Friday's game. That means the ball went back 17 yards. So it's a -17 yards. And always make sure you have your label. A deposit of $19. A deposit tells me I'm putting money into the bank. So that's a positive thing. So it's a positive $19. And we can write it simply as $19. Deposit. If you'd like to put the addition sign in front, that's okay too. We're going to evaluate each expression. So we find the first one is the absolute value of 10. So I think, how far is 10 away from 0? Well, 10 is 10 away from 0, so my answer is 10. The absolute value of -7 minus 5. Well, how far away is -7 from 0? If I had a number line, I could go 0 to -7. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 7. So I have 7 minus 5, which is 2. And the last one, 1 plus the absolute value of 7. How far is 7 away from 0? Here's 7. It's positive. Here's 0. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. So 1 plus 7 is 8. So when we add and subtract our positive and negative numbers, we remember that if both numbers have a negative sign, we add those two numbers together. So 22 plus 16, 2 plus 6 is 8. 1 plus 2 is 3. And since they both are negative, the answer is negative. So it's -38. Same thing down here. I want to add the ones that are the same first. So I'm going to do -7 and -3. -7 plus a -3 is -20. Plus 20. So 20 minus 20 is 0. So we evaluate each expression if f equals -6, g equals 7, and h is 9. G is 7, so I take out my variable, I put in that value, so g is 7. So 7 minus 7 is 0. H is 9. So this is a -9 now. So I have -9 minus a -9. So remember, we talk about two negatives make a positive. So we have -9 plus 9, and 9 minus 9, again, it just happens to be 0. Our last one is a story problem here that we have to figure out. It says a mine worker is in a tunnel 15 feet below the ground. He descends another 15 feet. What is his final position? So if I look at this as a number line, here's 0, that's ground level. He went down 15 feet, so that's going to be a -15. And if he descends means D, he went down. So if we went down another 19, where would he be at now? So I have -15 minus a plus a -19, because he's here and he goes down 19 more to get to here. So what is this ending spot? That's what we're trying to find. So since both of our numbers are negative, we add those two together. So 15 plus 19, 19 is close to 20. 20 plus 15 is 35, minus 1 is 34. And that's going to be a negative because both of these numbers are negative, and we're talking about feet. Don't forget to help you study for this test, use this review. Also, you can use the review, any of your homework sheets that you've done, and your math journal to help you out. Make sure that you go to McGraw-Hill, and each lesson has a red self-check question box. There's 5 questions on each one of those. You'll want to practice those as well. And again, you can go back to your math journal, which is online, and you can practice the independent practice problems. There's probably 20 or 30 there. Just pick out a couple so that way you keep practicing. And good luck tomorrow on your test.